Welcome to 7 Report. Today we're reviewing the Aspire Nautilus Mini adjustable airflow tank. Now I got my Aspire Nautilus Mini as a Christmas gift. It wasn't a surprise. I had actually asked for it and was with my wife when she purchased it. We bought each other mostly vape gear this past Christmas. I was eager to open it up on Christmas morning and try it out, and I did manage to wait until then, though the temptation was pretty great to sneak a vape with it prior to December 25th. Now, I had heard a lot of good things about the Nautilus Mini and Aspire products in general, but back in September of 2014, when I was ready to upgrade to an adjustable airflow tank, I opted for the Kangertech AeroTank Mega instead. Now, I reviewed that on our YouTube channel and our website, 7report.com. You can find that pretty easily there. But when I started using the Aspire Nautilus Mini, I already had a frame of reference for what to expect from a tank with adjustable airflow. The airflow system on the Aspire Nautilus Mini is really pretty easy to use. There's 4 airflow ports, and you just twist the collar to adjust it to the opening size you want. Let's get a closer look at the airflow and everything that comes in the box with the Aspire Nautilus Mini. And here's how the Aspire Nautilus Mini comes packaged. It's got this nice little plastic sleeve on it. The back of the box has a little scratch off that so many of the manufacturers use, has a little number underneath that you can check on their website to make sure you do have an authentic Nautilus Mini and not some knockoff. Open up the box and there's the user's manual, which is fairly comprehensive. Then there's the tank, the extra coil, and the what they refer to as the ego threaded cone, or the beauty ring, which will allow you to use your Nautilus Mini on just about any kind of mod, whether it's ego threaded or 510 threaded. Well, let's pop the tank out of there. You see it has the stainless steel and the Pyrex stainless steel drip tip, and then I'm going to get in as close as we can here on the airflow system. Let's find the hole. There's the hole, and above it there's a little dot or indentation. There are 4 of those, and they're above each of the ports, the airflow ports inside, and you adjust the airflow simply by twisting the collar to another hole. And there are 4 sizes of holes: 0.9 millimeter, 1.1 millimeter, 1.4 millimeter, and 1.8 millimeter. And you can feel a little click that lets you know that you have aligned the outer collar with the airflow port. And there's the smallest. I don't know if you're going to be able to see inside here to see how small the hole is in there or not. The coils are the BVC, or bottom vertical coil, and they look a little different than some other coils. Oops, that's not good. Let's see if we can get that to stand up. And again, I'm not sure how closely you'll be able to see, but it looks to me as if it's like, get my hand out of the way, a little bit of a screen in there, and occasionally a little bit of juice, especially when the coil is new, will spritz up a little bit in there. And sometimes on the bottom of your drip tip, you'll notice when you're taking it out to clean it that there is a little accumulation of juice, but nothing too out of the way. All the hardware is stainless steel, and the tank itself is that Pyrex. It's 510 threaded, but it has the ego adapter again, so you can use it on just about any mod that you like. As far as performance, the Nautilus Mini is a solid little performer. Produces billows of tasty vapor, thanks in large part to the BVC coils, that's bottom vertical coils. The adjustable airflow system also contributes to the performance, allowing you to dial in a tighter or more airy vape. The BVC coils have a decent lifespan too, though most places I've looked do charge a little bit more for the Aspire coils than the coils for Kangertech products. As far as features, well, the biggest, most important feature on the Nautilus Mini is that adjustable airflow. The tank does come apart completely for easy cleaning, and that also allows you to replace any part that may break. Aspire does offer several different style tanks to fit the Mini hardware, but they only include the basic Pyrex tank in the package. One of the features I really like about this tank, and I wish that more tank manufacturers would include, and I don't know how you're going to see it with the bright light I have behind me in the clear Pyrex, but right on the Pyrex itself there are graduations to tell you how much juice is in your tank. And they start at 0.5 mil, 1 mil, 1.5 mil, up to 2 mil. And that way you can tell exactly how much you have left. And it's a good way for you to keep track of how much you're vaping. Very simple, but not one that I've seen on very many other tanks, to be honest with you. Aspire includes two 1.8 ohm coils in the package, and replacement coils are available in 1.8 ohm and 1.6 ohm. Aspire's built a solid little tank here in the Mini. Stainless steel and Pyrex, raised grips on the airflow adjustment collar to make it easier to grasp, and those BVC coils. The airflow system adjusts smoothly, and it is quieter than on some of the other tanks I've used with the adjustable airflow. Now, I have run into two little quality issues with the Aspire Nautilus Mini. Within about 2 days of having it, I was cleaning the tank and took the drip tip off to clean it as well, and lost a little O-ring that goes on the bottom of there, that little silicone plastic O-ring that holds that in snug. I couldn't find it. The thing is so small, and I guess it was clear. I still haven't found it, months later, so I had to go out and get a new drip tip. I kind of like it. It doesn't do the completion of the look as the stainless steel one did, but I like it nonetheless. It works for me. Now, the other issue, which has been a little bit more problematic and a little bit more consistent, is when I unscrew the bottom to either refill the tank or to clean it. Sometimes, and this thing gets on there really tight, it's easier to take it off sometimes when it's still attached to a mod. But occasionally, and I don't know if it's because I'm screwing things in too tight or the variances aren't enough, but when I unscrew this, occasionally the coil will get stuck in that center airflow tube. Now, it's not going to do it this time. Of course, it never does when you're trying to show it. But see, there's the coil. And the coil actually screws down in to that center airflow tube, which makes it nice because, you know, you have not a lot of room between the coil and the airflow. You're getting all that vapor. But it does, especially if you crank it in there real tight. Perhaps that's what I'm doing. But it has stuck in there several times on me. Let me get that back on so we don't lose any juice. I really kind of like the looks of the Aspire Nautilus Mini, with the knurling on the top part of the hardware and the way it curves, and especially with the original drip tip in place. Kind of gives it an Art Deco kind of vibe, very stylized. And the platinum silk printing of the logo and the e-juice capacity on the Pyrex provide a muted contrast to all that Pyrex and stainless steel. Now for price and value. I paid, or rather my wife paid, since technically it was a Christmas present, $29.95 for the Aspire Nautilus Mini at Vapes Gone Wild in Noonan, Georgia. Now, I've seen tanks without adjustable airflow in that same basic price range. So with everything this tank has to offer, the airflow adjustment, the performance of the Aspire BVC coils, it's a definite winner on the price-value scale. Now, newer, flashier tanks have come on the market since Aspire introduced the Nautilus and the Nautilus Mini. But many of them are significantly more expensive and actually have features that may be a little intimidating to even intermediate vapors. The Nautilus Mini is a solid performer that I can recommend to any vapor, especially those looking for their first tank with adjustable airflow. I tested the Aspire Nautilus Mini on the Heineken iTaste MVP2 that we have here, and also the eLeaf iStick, and used a variety of e-juices. They all tasted great. Thanks for visiting 7 Report today. I hope that you will subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out our website, 7report.com. You do have to spell out the word 7 for hardware and e-juice reviews and other fun stuff like that. Keep coming back. We update it all the time. And embrace the vape.